What is up, guys? Welcome back. We're at the park again. I don't have my mic, so I pediddled myself a little bit. I left my receiver, the part that goes on me, or that is near me, I left that at home on accident. I only have the part that goes to the camera, so we're using the raw audio. Welcome back. As always, appreciate likes and comments. Comment if there's anything you want me to talk about. There's a couple things that were on my mind today for today's video. One, there's a bee on me. Okay, that wasn't one, but I'm like feeling really good right now. Things are going well. I don't want to always, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I might overshare, but I surpassed my goal of 20 clients and I'm really happy about that. And like a year ago, I did not have as much confidence as I do in myself now. I had a handful of clients. I think I had less than 5, but I didn't know if I was going to be doing social media, like if I was going to keep doing it, because I was kind of in a rut. I was spinning my wheels. I wasn't seeing growth. Obviously, like, my content wasn't as good or as captivating, or I didn't really find my stride yet, so I still haven't fully found it, I don't think, but I'm working on it. But I'm feeling good. Things feel a lot more real now. I believe in myself a lot more now, and that was on my mind, and I feel like that isn't like a brag. It's just I'm sharing this experience because I want to inspire you if I can. My haircut looks kind of weird right now. I got a trim yesterday. It was supposed to be a trim, but she just cut a bunch of it off. I think she got carried away. She just cut it, which it looks good when I kind of style it and put it up, but this is what it looks like just dried and out of the shower. So yeah, I don't mind it like this. I like it a little bit longer through here when it's shower dried and not styled, but when I style it, it looks better. That's how it was in yesterday's video. It was styled. Maybe I'll do a tutorial about that at some time. But the topic of today's video. Sometimes I'm like scared to just say it because I don't want you guys to just click off instantly. And I always try to think of how to talk about it without saying it because it helps improve retention. But we're talking about being overwhelmed today and how it's really like a false, it's like not a true emotion. Like, it's not a true, like, it's really not real. Being overwhelmed is like, it's a problem we create for ourselves. You could say the same thing for like fear. Okay, fear is just like, there's a really good quote by Will Smith. I can't think of it right now. It's a quote about fear. Stuff just garners my attention over here in the parking lot. Like, there's a guy walking his dogs, so apologies for that. But the way I'm tying this back into today's video is we easily get overwhelmed. I'm going to say a couple examples first, and I'm going to talk about it more. But like, I'm from a small town, very small town, farm town, a village, where everything is like, all the relations are close, everybody knows everybody, everybody knows mostly everybody's business. Things spread really fast in a small town. Where I went to college felt way bigger than my small town. So at first I was very overwhelmed. Like, I got lost going to schedule my classes the very first day, and I was late for my meeting because I couldn't find the building, and I wasn't used to it, and it ruined my day. Like, I drove an hour and a half, got there, couldn't find the building. I was late for my meeting, and like I had to come back a different day. And I felt very overwhelmed at college at first because I wasn't used to it. Now my college town feels like a small town, or like a normal sized place. Like, it doesn't feel big to me. I was overwhelmed by the size of the campus, all the people. I was nervous, I was scared to go do things, go around, be in new places. Alright, but now it's like, those are my stomping grounds. They aren't big to me. In terms of social media and those kinds of spaces, I felt it's easy to get overwhelmed because you look at the success of other people and you start thinking of all the things that they do or the success they have, and you try to take it on at once. How am I going to be like him? He does 10 videos, he posts 7 TikToks a day, or he puts out 10 pieces of content a day. He has an email list, he makes videos, he has a podcast, he writes books, he does this, he does that. He has 1 million followers. But when you break it down, when you break it down step by step, that all didn't happen at once. And people will not start because they feel overwhelmed or that it's going to be too much work. And I know I've been a victim of this before, where I get in my head and I think, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that, because how am I going to be able to do that? That's going to take forever, or that's going to be way too hard, or I can't do all of that at once. But you'd be really surprised at how much you can do and what you're capable of when you put your mind to it. And I heard this silly saying on the radio. When I turned my car on, the radio was on, some random channel. And I don't know the premise of it, but the lady, the talk show host or whatever, said, she was talking to somebody and said, how do you eat an elephant? Right? An elephant is huge. How do you eat an elephant? And the answer was, 1 bite at a time. It seems like an overwhelming task. Like, how am I going to eat this elephant? Well, you eat it 1 bite at a time. And it will get done eventually. And it's like stupid, silly, but it makes sense. Things seem overwhelming, but we create this sense of it, and it feels a lot deeper than it actually is. And once you start having the successes and you start building the confidence within yourself, these feelings become less and less severe. Like, I feel way more capable of what I can do now versus how I felt a month ago, even 3 to 6 months ago, a year ago. The magnitude is I believe in myself so much more. And I see more potential within myself. So these are my thoughts for today. There's actually other things I thought about too, but I want to keep these videos more to the point. I want to share my thoughts with you, but make a quicker impact with them, and try not to meander as much. There's still going to be some times where I meander, and there's going to be some more chill videos where I'm just talking about my thoughts. But yeah, I'm learning, and you're learning. We're all learning. And I know you guys got my back, and I got your back. And I'm like starting to work with people, some really cool people that want to just work on themselves and improve, and it motivates me. It's when there's blood in the water, it fires me up. And when I see other people wanting to work on it, get better, and to level up, it makes me want to improve and do the same. So, are you overwhelmed? Probably, yeah. I mean, that's normal, but just remember, it's not as deep as you think. And just wade through it, And this can apply to anything. Sports, relationships, finances, like getting a job, business stuff. Just dropped my keys on the ground. Wow, that really threw me off. You're gonna be alright. Just face it, whatever you have going on, and take it one step at a time. Eat your elephant one bite at a time. And eventually, you will have eaten the whole elephant. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Till tomorrow. Peace.